in.
Can't tell. It looks old. It looks like the one I just got when my stream was having issues. L1. L1 again. It looks like one I have.
Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Oh yeah.
That went pretty well.
Ganataro's Piranha. Fine. Let me see. No, I had to press X. It's probably a different one. It's got to be one I have.
There we go.
This is one I have. I know it. I might just need better lore. Or it might just be RNG. If I only need 2 fish and I've been doing this for a while, I doubt it. I doubt it's RNG. It might be the lore I have.
I'll catch something bigger next time.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Yeah. I'm gonna try one more time.
Ha! I've got something.
Was X squared when I needed? It might have been. I don't know. There easily could have been fish I missed on the other continents, so I think I'd rather just fish when I have access to all the continents. By continents, I mean realms. Same difference, though.
Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Dude, the tricolored catfish never stops. Honestly, at this point, it's probably fate. The game is asking me to keep it as a pet because I keep getting it. Let's head back to Pelagion. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. Oh, rest the inn. How do you get to the inn in Pelagion? I don't even know where the inn is.
We finally made it.
Is it that elevator? It might be there. The question mark, because I haven't been to the inn. Yeah, it's right there. What do you know? It's my job to clean around here. Good to know, good to know. We should cook a sashimi if the game lets me.
People just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
Anything you got for me? We just did accessory stuff, so I don't think we need to.
We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganatharos.
Blacksmith. Any new books I can make? Oh, but I'm broke. So even if I could make a book, I can make this one whenever I get money for it. Some of them are... okay. Yeah, they're asking me to get these weapons. Huh, okay. Dude, money in this game is really hard to manage. Like, insanely so. So I'm gonna rebuy this. Should be able to get me something.
Read.
Oh, it's a lot of money, that's why. So selling weapons is a bad idea because it's actually making it so I can't get new weapons, it turns out. I have a lot of accessories I could sell, I guess. I don't ever see myself using this resurrect ring. Resist ring. Get rid of this. Accessories don't sell for a crazy amount. I don't ever see myself using that. Okay, now we can make a better weapon for Dohaline.
We'll start looking for a way
That
out
works.
tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up.
Yeah, resting up. Weapons. I literally just did a money spree. Can't afford that. Oh, they don't let me cook! I wanted to get the skill panel for Kasara.
What?
What's that noise?
Helfin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
Up that space, in this case, Rena. Or Lenegus. Dude, this game is so Star Ocean, if only for the whole space aesthetic and the sci-fi theme. The sci-fi mixed with fantasy. Dude, this is crazy. Alright, that looked gorgeous. That little cinematic.
What's happening to Rena and Lenegus?
It looks like Lenegus is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the two of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renan top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Heros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cislodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
I'm a little worried about how this is gonna go.
True power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey,
I'm a little-
when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
Are you guys done? Probably the Master Cores, to answer their question. Second of all, I'm a little worried about the main villain. I thought, when I was playing the game, I assumed when Volrin came out, I assumed Volrin was going to be the final villain of the game. But now Volrin's dead, and I'm not sure who the final villain's going to be, and this red woman just came out of nowhere. So I'm a little worried that it's going to make, like, the final villain seem like a out-of-nowhere thing. Like, this red woman, I don't remember her appearing with Balsef. I could have missed that. It's been a while, but I do not remember her in the slightest. She probably appeared once in this game. I do remember her appearing during the Dohalim arc, but even still, it feels very sudden. But maybe the game will have a good explanation for that. We're trying to find a way out of the realms. Can't say I've ever heard about anything. If we knew about anything like that, we wouldn't have had to hunker down in Thislam. Oh, there's a skit too. I'm gonna watch the skit after this person. When that thing dropped out of Lenegus, the sound, my oh my, I thought the mountains were collapsing. Oh, wild, I know. Let's watch this skit really quick.
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated, as if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegus is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Yeah, like, I'm a little worried about, like, how this second part of the plot is going, because they're really making it seem like, yeah, alright, they got all the 5 Master Cores, and there's an actual 6th Master Core, which is based on Renan. But, like, at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm not saying the plot is gonna go downhill or anything, or I'm hating it. I'm interested, but at the same time, I'm a little concerned about what's gonna happen. This feels very similar, if they do go this route. I feel like, when they said someone was, like, plotting against them, or like not following them, but like going against, like, kind of like they wanted the characters to get all the Master Cores, but then they're gonna backstab. But the thing is, who would be behind that? The red woman that we saw? Like, she feels very out of left field a bit. What I think of is Dragon Quest XI. In Dragon Quest XI, when you're collecting the orbs in the beginning of the game during Act 1, spoilers for Dragon Quest XI, by the way, when you're collecting the orbs in the first part of the game, you're at Yggdrasil. You're about to, like, use all the orbs and, like, save the world, basically. But then at the very tip of that is when, like, I think Jasper and King Carnelian find you and end up bringing the world to a ruin. And that's when, like, Veronica sacrifices herself and everything. So, but they build it up pretty well, where, like, you know that Jasper and them are following you. You know that they're against the Luminary and all. So you kind of expect it. And plus, it's a Dragon Quest game. You don't expect the game to end after getting all the orbs. But in this case, it's like, I haven't seen any other person besides Volrin, but Volrin's dead. Volrin was the only character I thought, like, yeah, he could probably, like, at the very end, when you're about to liberate Donna and save the world, he can, at the very end, like, you know, go against you and he's the final villain. But, like, Volrin's dead, so I don't know how they're gonna do this final villain thing. But we'll keep playing. You're trying to get to the other realms. Without a sturdy boat, there isn't much you can do. Wait, I take that back. I remember one of the elders who recently started talking a little mentioned something. Apparently back in the day, there used to be a way to get through Forland Mountain, but not anymore. What could it have been?
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
It's gotta be that dead end I saw and I was like, there's no treasure. It's gotta be. You're trying to get to the other rounds without Sir. Alright, they say the same thing. I thought they would change their dialogue, but apparently not. Side quest! Yo! Side quest first. At least pick them up and see what they are.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Totally. So yeah, I'm a little concerned about how this end of the game goes. It's like, it's looking interesting. I'm not saying I'm losing interest, but like I'm a little nervous to see what's gonna happen. Like who the final villain is. I feel like I'm not gonna be a big fan of it because we haven't really got much of any other character besides Volrin. Notayo, is that you? You're finally home? Forgive me, I do believe you have the wrong person. My name is Dohalim, as it so happens I'm new to the area. Oh, are you the ones who drove those Zoogles out? I'm sorry, my mistake. Fret not, it appears there's something troubling you, however. If it's not too much to ask, would you mind telling me a little about this Notorio fellow of yours? Is it hard to discuss? As you can see, we're but a roving band of misfits. We've seen much of our travels, so we don't shock easily. Well, in that case, my name is Kagari. Notorio is my lover, only he's a Renan. I see. I can understand why you were hesitant then. I take it something happened to him? Up until several months ago, we used to meet in a secret out of the village, but ever since then, he hasn't returned. He sounded completely normal last time, though, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, Notayo, whatever might happen to you. Anyway, he works as a guard in Pelegion. I'm afraid he might have, well, stay calm. There could be any number of reasons why he hasn't returned. At any rate, your story intrigues me. I feel personally invested now. We shall investigate this ourselves and get to the bottom of it. Really? You'd do that for me? Gladly. Leave this matter to me. For now, we shall make our way to Pelegion. Any records we find there should tell us just where he went. Good idea. With that, we shall be on our way. With any luck, we should have good news before long. Yes, thank you. Missing lover. Oh, this is, we get the skill panel for Dohalim from this quest.
Perhaps you shouldn't have gotten your hopes up.
Before that, we will do this quest and see what it is. This is terrible. Our coastline's a wreck. What's wrong, sir? An enormous bird keeps whipping up these enormous twisters and ruining everything. Sounds like a Zoogle to me. What a shame. Used to be so peaceful along here. You should see all the flotsam and jetsam that's washed ashore. They say birds like shiny objects, don't they? I guess flying Zoogles must think like birds. At any rate, we can't go fishing while those twisters are around. We're in deep trouble. Have Shion shoot it down. No big deal. Don't worry, sir. We'll blow those pesky tornadoes back to where they came from. If it's a bird Zeagle we're dealing with, that'd make a nice and easy target for me. Goodness, aren't you two such brave young women? If you really intend to visit the shoreline, do be careful. Seaside tornadoes. Any other side quest to do? We'll do this one first because it's probably really close. It's probably where Alfin got drifted ashore. There's one in the Shinefall area. Oh, all the way down there, huh? I love how the game's like head for the Forland Mountain, like I know where it is. Hidden Wharf. Oh, dude, there's side quests everywhere, but we can't go back yet. We're gonna have a ton of side quests. We're gonna have a big side quest intermission soon.